best city in New Jersey.
首先欢迎大家来到一个美丽的城市纽瓦克市，切格西的纽瓦克，这是可能是悉尼最好的一个城市。
It is my honor to welcome you on behalf of Mayor Raja Baraka and the City Council of the great city of Newark, New Jersey. The city of Newark is open for business, and we're very delighted when we have guests like you that are interested in seeing and collaborating and taking interest in our city. So we welcome you with our warmest Newark hospitality.
那么首先呢，非常荣幸的代表市长有巴克先生的他欢迎大家来到这个纽瓦克城市。纽瓦克呢是一个我们非常的好的一个城市，我也希望大家来到这个城市能够进行合作。欢迎大家来到这个城市。
So our city is very uniquely located in the United States, not just because it's close to the financial capital of the world, New York City, but it has all those things that make you want to do business in the city. It has great transportation network. It has one of the busiest seaports and one of the busiest airports in the United States. So we have it all. We don't just do work, we also play. So you have Prudential Center, you have AJ Park for your concerts and entertainment of any kind.
那么纽瓦克市呢是一个是一个非常独特的城市，它是在美国一个很大的城市，它也毗邻我们全世界的金融中心纽约市，同时呢它是一个非常好的一个商业的一个城市，它有非常最大的一个海港和空港。同时呢，纽瓦克市不仅是一个工作的地方，也是一个可以玩耍娱乐的地方。那这里有纽瓦克的公园，还有一些Prudential Center， 就是一个很大的一个保险公司，它做的娱乐的一个场所。
My point is regarding the Frank comment. It's no matter what time you come, where you arrive, you're always on time.
Yeah.
And it was Frank who got us to the third floor. And to the men's and women's room. So we thank Frank in every possible way.
那我翻译一下，我们呢进来之后呢，其实是被他误导在2楼，2楼完了之后，我们在里面找了一下我们的洗手间，在上到3楼，所以我们的时间就会晚一点。因为我看到我们的 Skype 就是那个发的那个文件里面是304，所以我们应该是到304，但是因为Jones先生告诉我在2楼，所以我带着大家这样。Okay.
It is important for humor and levity as we embark upon opportunities both near and afar. And they hope that we create a bridge that trade, investment, development, financial rewards can occur.
那么其实呢，我们应该知道，我们有非常多的这样的一些机会，无论是近期还是远期。这些机会呢是关于我们作为商业、贸易、投资，还有一些其他的合作。
So, my role is to, as best I can, present a bit about CTIP and how we hope that our relationships, our understanding of processes, particularly as commerce professionals in China, you give us and can offer us perspective so that we can navigate those US-based businesses who have an interest and a desire to do business in China, as well as Chinese-based interests here in the US. And so there's no greater opportunity than our sitting around the table together, looking to plot opportunity for both sides.
那么我的职责呢，其实是把 CTIP 新泽西贸易促进委员会呢和中国建立这样的一个关系。那么这个关系呢，可能会是就是说是双向的。第一方面是我向美国和中国之间建立一个桥梁，另外一方面呢，我要协助中国的一些企业来寻找这样的一些机会。那么这样的机会呢，是非常的好的和重要的一个机会。
Through this possible relationship and the furtherance of ideas, you will benefit, we will benefit from the likes and the experience of Deputy Mayor Ugo by way of Africa. Mr. Rena by way of India. Nobuku by way of Japan. So we are an international enterprise. We recognize the benefits that everyone contributes, provided we provide the space and the opportunity for engagement. That's your cue.
其实我们是更多的是想构建一个这样。
Oh, I'm sorry. And Fernando by way of the Philippines.
OK。那么我们其实更多的是构建这样的一个公众的关系。这个公众的关系呢，其实就像是一个多元的和一个国际的关系。那么正如同是弗兰德先生来自于菲律宾，然后这个雨果先生其实是来自于非洲，还有Mr. Rana， 他是来自于印度，还有what's your name? Sorry about Lubu 他来自于日本一样。我们的这样的一个合作和建立的桥梁呢，是一个非常多元化和国际性的关系。
So our ultimate substance includes Latin America, Italy, Caribbean,
Asia,
and our lovely curly girl over there. So our variety is also the depth of our opportunities. We believe that we can help and support and provide some form of direction, and as you will for us. That's the premise we believe is what CTIP brings to the table. Non-governmental, but full of skilled, professional, and varied and diverse individuals seeking to raise capital, investment, and enterprise. That was nice, right? You like that?
such a presenter.
You know what? Obama learned that from me, though. Just look at it.
我可以翻译一下。其实，在我们这个多元关系中呢，说一下像他们来自于拉美的以及意大利的，还有一些卡尔宾的这些国家，他们是有不同的背景。其实呢，我们我们是想构建一个就是支持于这种多元合作、多元化和国际合作的这样的一个方向。那么我们呢，其实提供的一个是完整的，就是一个非常高的技能，还有一个专业的，还有一个非政府机构和个体化的这样的一个服务。
The most important part in the history of ASIB, the American School for International Business, and CTIP, we hosted an event for the Yunnan province through the Bureau of Fisheries. Can you please explain?
那么其中呢，我们重要的一个合作的学校项目呢，就是 ASIB 就是美国商务国际学校，就是它合作的一个学校的项目名称，和通过 CTIP 新泽西贸易和投资促进委员会的这样的一个合作，与云南省商务的一个合作。那么这个是我们要的一个重要部分。
If I'm not mistaken, Frank was there.
You are already right.
And our Honorable Deputy Mayor Hugo was there, and everybody, including Mr. Rana. So we created an event for Yunnan Bureau of Fisheries, and we introduced them to the Rutgers University Department of Fisheries, and we explained to them the fishery technology, aquaculture, okay? And finally, in that event, we executed what they call Cape May Declaration, where we are supposed to build a fish technology center in Cape May.
那么，我们呢，其实在云南省呢，做了一个这样的一个推介的一个活动。在这个推介活动呢，我们一些大学一些附属的这样机构呢，在这个活动中呢，向我们就是建立这样的一个合作的一个意向和联系。
So the director of fisheries of Yunnan province has asked us to visit Yunnan, and I am sure after this, our message to the Bureau of Fisheries, will be transmitted by our representatives here now.
OK， 那么其实呢，在云南省的这些就是这些官员呢，邀请我们其实去参观就是去云南去拜访。那么我们可能也会去，那么也想让我们知道这个他可能就是 CTIP 的官员可能会在近期会去云南做一个访问。
So aside from this, we also signed an agreement with the Global Innovation Center in Beijing, headed by the Director General, Dr. Zhao Gang. and it is in the picture, I think, in the all about CTIP, our profile. And in this Global Innovation Center, we are putting up an event on 2018 Renewable Energy Forum. This will be sometime in September. And then aside from this, we will have another event within the year, before the end of 2018. We will have rail forum, railway forum, railway engineering. And the third will be transport engineering, because this is the demand of times, the infrastructure.
Yunnan, home to the towering Kawardo Peak, the magnificent Yuanyang terraced paddy fields, and the only rainforest on the Tropic of Cancer. This is a place where wildlife is only a glimpse away. Where the Langsong Mekong River starts its journey across 6 countries, and where people find their own Shangri-La. Covering 390,000 square kilometers, Yunnan connects directly with ASEAN through Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam, and sits close to South Asia. The province offers abundant sunshine and blue sky, ever-changing natural scenery, and mesmerizing ethnic culture. Brian Linton, an American traveler, settled down in Yunnan after a tour around the world and pursued his career and life dream in the land of Sanchang Mountain and Irhai Lake.
他们觉得我也是好像一个家人一样，尤其是那个喜洲人。
Brian restored a traditional Bai-style house in the most popular local tavern for foreign tourists.
他的所有的一些婚礼啊、节日、葬礼，天天都会看到，其他的地方有时候看不到、摸不到它，因为这些还是活的。
This amazing piece of music is presented by a choir of Miao ethnic village in Kunming. It makes a perfect image of Yunnan reaching out to the world. An open land, nurses' open heart. All 26 local ethnic groups of Yunnan practice at least one religious belief. Multi-ethnic and multi-religious families are not uncommon in Yunnan. Ethnic and religious harmony is a cultural heritage that Yunnan presents to the world. With the best natural environment in China, Yunnan is known as a kingdom of flora and fauna and the gene pool of wildlife. The Germplasm Bank of Wild Species in Kunming is one of the 3 most prominent institutes of its kind in the world. Protected under special circumstances, those plasm varieties are like Noah's Ark of world species. The unique resources generate unlimited energies for the province's development. Yunnan is China's garden of flowers, tea, fruits, and vegetables. It is also the largest and best producer of rubber in the country. Over 95% of coffee made in China is produced in Yunnan. Yunnan is the cradle of tea trees. Tea-induced trade gave rise to the ancient tea and horse caravan road that extended all the way to South Asia. Biomedicine, general health, and modern plateau agriculture are the most promising industries of the province. Yunnan Baiyao Pharmaceuticals is a leading company in traditional Chinese medicine. Thanks to abundant reserves of non-ferrous metals, production of new materials is booming. IT, tourism and culture, advanced equipment manufacturing, modern logistics, as well as food and consumer goods manufacturing are all profitable sectors open to investment. Yinjing, an ancient Dai minority village, sits across the world's most harmonious section of borderline. The boundary stone between China and Myanmar stands inside the village, and people from both countries drink water from the same well. People commute across the border for study and work. Today, they share a life of happiness and prosperity. Right next to Yinjing, some national-level enterprises are already settling in. National pilot zones of development and opening up in Rulai and Mohan. Border economic cooperation zones, and the implementation of the National Pilot Program, a border financial reform, have stimulated cross-border economic cooperation and provided opportunities to neighboring countries. Built over a century ago, the Yunnan-Vietnam Railway was China's first international railway. It was once the gateway connecting Yunnan to the Indochina Peninsula. Today, some of its sections have been upgraded to high-speed railway. Construction is underway for the eastern, central, and western lines of the Pan-Asia Railway, which leads to countries in Southeast Asia and South Asia. By 2020, highway mileage of Yunnan will reach 8,000 kilometers, with the transport network combining 7 cross-province and 5 cross-border roads, 8 cross-province and 5 cross-border railways, as well as ever-expanding air services. Yunnan is growing into a regional hub, connecting China with South Asia and Southeast Asia. The construction of clean energy, water, and internet networks is providing new engines for the common development of Yunnan and its neighbors. The building of exchange and cooperation platforms, notably the China-South Asia Expo, is playing a positive role in China's multilateral diplomacy, business cooperation, cultural and people-to-people exchanges with the rest of the world. With the events of the Belt and Road Initiative, especially the deepening of Lancang-Mekong cooperation and the building of BCIM Economic Corridor and China-Indochina Peninsula Economic Corridor, Yunnan is on its way to becoming a regional powerhouse for South Asia and Southeast Asia. Fresh air, sunshine, fine scenery, business opportunities. Amazing Yunnan, sharing its best with the world.
Kind and friendly host for providing such good opportunity between us for from the city of Newark, Deputy Mayor Hugo and my friends and Fernando and all the people from the CTIP and all some guests attending this meeting.
刚才我们团长呢，说了一下，介绍了一下，我们美丽的云南。
Just our the leader of our delegates introduced our beautiful Yunnan province.
我实际上也是去云南作为一个投资商。
In fact, I'm the investors working in the Yunnan as an investor.
因为我是在总公司是在广东深圳。
The headquarters of my company is located